Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monster Train Morning Commute. My name is SlowWolf, and today we're not doing this in the morning, are we? It's nearly 4 o'clock, but yesterday was a long and busy day. I did a lot of moving around. Anyway, we got Awoken and Melting. Awoken being our big smashy punchy friend instead of the rejuvenation friend, which isn't a bad way to do things. It's just a little bit odd. So we got at your service, so train stewards that are actually quite good. Non-champion units start at +2, but you start with Sketches of Salvation, and you deal 2 damage to all units after combat. Right. No one's breached 50,000, but we have some 48,000, so obviously you can get pretty far in this daily. Additionally, at least within the top 100, I believe it's all wins. Within the top 100, it is all wins. So it's not just about winning this time. We are going for points as hard as we can. Friends-wise, no one else has played it yet today. That's fine. We'll set the standard. We're going to go ahead and put down a baseline and be like, hey, this is what you're expecting. So our healing spells are -1 on the floor. That's a shame, considering we have 0 of those. We have 2 molded and then 2 vine grasp. Look, it's not great, but we can make it work. Out of these, third card of the turn gets me an extra card. That's stellar. Okay, if we've got the incant version of this, I'd be quite thrilled. Or do I get the quick? Because enchant quick gives quick to everybody on the floor. The problem is that he's a big kid. He's a big kid. He already has a 3 on top of him. And 40 is quite tanky. Do I go for the incant? We have Melting as our second one, right? And additionally, it's the one that devours our spells. So Incant is not actually a good pick here, at least not in the long term. I think that we want to go for quick, and Enchant grants quick. Quickness is good. Eventually, it turns into double strike. It's a powerful way to do things with this character. So we'll have to see how this goes. With Acid Rain, we don't have to worry about this particular thing. It's a freebie, easy trial. And even if it wasn't, I mean, we're set. Yeah. Everything dies. You know, they didn't. The second floor will kill it. Okay, so at this point, look, there's not much we can do other than just get stuff out of our deck as fast as we possibly can. Everybody is getting summoned on the second floor. There's nothing else we can really do about it. I should be putting these on here. And the boss is not going to be a major issue. I think we're going to kill off one of those guys quickly. We've killed the boss. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Look, we didn't even have to work at this one. And that's fine. Now, we do have a surplus of creatures. And that's not normally great. I would like to fix that if at all possible. So, Glimmer, handy. Vine Grasp, handy. Keep in mind that whatever we're going to rely on could get devoured easily, so we don't want it to be something that is crucial to our deck's survival. We are going to be focusing primarily on creatures this time. So I think honestly, none of those immediately say we need this. Crushing Demise is actually quite neat, especially considering that we have 2 molded already. It is not a bad plan. Should anything pop up on the floor we don't want it to be on. So, you know what? I'll pick it up. Give it a permafrost to see what happens, maybe, someday. For right now, though, I think that it is within our best interests. If we go left, we can upgrade our train stewards to be absolute monsters for the next little bit. We're probably going to end up with 2 of them in our deck, to be honest. The Edge Prior is a complete waste of time here, sadly. But if we go to the Awoken Banner, we can go to get our Merchant of Magic to do something. Crushing Demise is worth upgrading. Nothing else is. I think it's worth going to the Merchant of Steel first. Out of these, you gave me a Legion of Wax, you absolute mad lads. Alright, we're going to have to see how that turns out. You can give it a large stone, my man. I think it is worth spending as many points as we can to purge every card in our deck that we possibly can. Because if we can get that guy out there on the middle floor, right out of the gate, it's gonna be a beautiful boy. Yeah, absolutely give him the extra 10 damage and then call it a day. Let's see what we can do. So I think this can turn out okay. We want to get multi-strike on the Legion of Wax as well, so that way our second floor is just like solid. I mean, look at him go. But yeah, I think we're going to start off by tossing out one of these boys, and then tossing out one of these boys, and then cursing the fact we don't have enough energy to make anybody happy in our lives. Next. You're dead. Excellent news. I'd rather kill you quickly to avoid taking quite as much spike damage. And I'll give you the bonus, I think, in this case. Legion of Wax is still kicking butt. He's still kicking butt. I actually kind of want this guy to die. Sure. Problem with him is he got burnout 1, so I'm going to toss him upstairs for him to die. Maybe we can get him to have burnout 2, and that might be more handy. That seems like an option. Look at him. He's big. He's strong. He likes to get along. 142 is not a bad amount of damage. Sadly, it's not quite enough to make me a happy man, but it's something. Look, they're dead. I wouldn't normally screw with that at all, but like this makes it a little bit easier. Second floor kill. Not perfect, but it'll do. So what do we want out of this? Steel Enhancer is quite good. In our case, Sting, I think, is excellent as well. Like, if this were any other final boss, it'd be like, oh, the Incant would have been the absolute correct choice. But, I'm currently debating that. Restoration Detonation, I think, is too hearty to ignore at this point. And then out of these... Dude, I don't know. Whiplash has some play, but I don't think we actually pick up any of it. Then out of these... Out of these we skip. Like, this is a weird one, because we want to kill everything on the third floor where we can. The game's not making it easy. Let's see what we can get down on this side. Multi-strike 1. Brilliant. Now, if we can pick up Drip Fall, I would be thrilled. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this one to have some extra stuff. If you give me the option to copy cards, I'll be upset. If you give me the option to purge, I'll be pleased. If you give me these lousy options, I'm a pass. I hate that event. It is so not worth having. Okay, cool. Let's see what we can do against Daedalus. So we'll kill Daedalus. We will kill Daedalus. Of that, there is no doubt. But, yeah. We didn't get our friend out in the middle. That's a sad face. Okay, so how do I do this? Well, if I bring you to the front, we've got quick. We have Restoration Detonation in our deck. This ought to be fine. It is not fine. Here, could you attack a little bit, please? Yeah, no, this is terrible. There we go. Restoration Detonation. Something useful at long last. Look, you might as well die so I can toss this guy out in front. Shame. Get him out front so that way he dies nice and early. Toss this boy up here. Why not? Okay. We kind of got all the wrong creatures to show up on the floor that we wanted them to show up on. And like, that's fine, I guess. We'll Vine Grasp this guy to just make sure he's dead. Toss this one out on him. We got lots of things to reform here, including this boy, but it's not going to help us at all. Might as well get this guy up and running so that we can go ahead and toss him upstairs. Have him quickly survive and do some damage. Get this guy out here to do something, and then, look, dude. We don't have quick up there, so it's going to go off regardless. Just hit that guy with Vine Grasp. It doesn't matter. Restoration Detonation. Boink. That made a difference. It made a difference. No doubt. Sadly, not enough of one. Here, I'm gonna remove one of you from the game effectively, slap you for 3, and then see what we can do next time. Well, this is not what I had in mind. Draw me cards that don't suck next turn, please. We need to purge cards from our deck. If that wasn't immediately clear, we need to purge cards from our deck. So, Reform. Who had Burnout 1 already? You did. $82. 98. It's the best we can do, huh? So that sucked. So we're not getting a very good score today. Let's just survive. I believe that we've, to quote many people, I believe we fucked up. Cycle of Life here could be potentially helpful. Out of these, I'll skip. And then out of these, Dog, look, Energy would be super helpful in case if we don't get what we want. A little bit of extra capacity would help us just in general to maybe get out the edge prior on the same floor that we wanted to be on. It's not terrible, but we only have one spell that heals. And, I mean, it's a good spell. It's a very good spell. Legion of Wax is his own floor. You're not giving me the extra energy per turn. Give me the extra energy per turn, and then we'll start seeing whether or not we need that space at all. We're going down the left side. It has everything we need. Card removal. Goodbye, bad Train Steward number 1. Goodbye, bad Train Steward number 2. We now no longer have any bad Train Stewards. Next. Light's Gift is an interesting idea. +3 magic power does help a bit, though. I'll take Light's Gift for now. Now, at this point, we get access to Multi-Strike 1 on top of everything else we have going on. Or we can apply Rooted. Look, I'm taking the Multi-Strike because it makes the Void Warden actually a beefy boy, especially with Quick. He's taking out anything with less than 40 HP in 1 turn flat. I like that. You know, it's actually worth looking at. So enemy units get 6. And again, nothing cool happened up there. So, like, uber sad. I think we set up down here with this guy. Give him some root seeds, put out the actual useful guy here, and then cry a little bit. Cool. You decided to show up there, huh? Get killed. Then, down here. Look, I'm spending all my mana making sure he's got some spikes to work with, and then giving him some extra damage. I'm so glad that we had Burnout 1 up there. I'm glad that was uber helpful for everybody. Look, I will kill him. I will kill him to put out my Legion of Wax. And then I will kill you. And then I'll take a lot less damage. I need help. Restoration Detonation. Easy kills. Okay, get you out there. Cool. We don't have to worry so much about my HP anymore. You're very dead. Okay. Have some extra spikes, my dude. Molded. It's cute and does nothing. I might as well get it out there so I can cast it out once, get this guy out there, and then that way on a turn where we need him, we can actually make good use of him. Might as well toss these two things out there. And then watches our Legion of Wax, who is like a goalie. He'll do fine. This helps more. Shame. How about this? How about this? 132, huh? How about this? Shame. We're killing them. Third floor just. Don't get me wrong, the sweep would actually be pretty sweet right now, but I'll take it. So that could have gone worse. Bramble Ash makes some sense. Preserved Thorns is something. Restore 10 health to a unit and have it descend is huge for us. Is a big get. I'm not sure if that was made abundantly clear. Bounty Stalker could be great, but we don't have the space to put him. And we don't have the ability to upgrade him yet. It's a tough call. I really like him. He is such a powerful creature if you get him Endless and Burnout that I really just kind of want to see if we can't aim for that. Oh, does that mean we start removing some more creatures? Like these dregs from our deck? It's sorely tempting. We're going to do it. we're going to go ahead and remove, well, drag 1 and drag 2. There's no question, really, about that one for me in my mind. At the start of the turn, add a sting. Dude, that's actually completely solid. Holdover. Now that we get a sting every turn, this makes great sense. Restoring retreat allows us to kind of heal somebody every turn, which is pretty sweet. I love the idea of restoration, detonation, holdover, though. Like, it is just such a powerful way to do things, and it will always be useful. So sure, we're gonna do that. And we'll make it cost nothing. Now, it already effectively can cost nothing. I'd rather make cycle of life cost less. And then the magic power. We can restore 20 health and descend something, which is not a bad plan. But I'm going to reroll. Spell gains permafrost. Restoring retreat. Could benefit from that in a big way. And could benefit from costing one less. So that way the cost is free in the right situation. You know what? You deserve magic power, my friend. You deserve magic power. So this is an interesting situation. We now can set up a first floor that absolutely slaps. I like the plan. The issue is whether or not we can actually make it work. Here we go. So this is kind of what I was going for. You're up here, huh? Is there a way to shove the edge prior down anywhere? Sadly not. What I think we do is we spend cycle of life here. Restoration, detonation, that guy. Now everybody dies, which is excellent news. We might as well cast this here to kill him. Now, we can't cast anything else, but everything did die. And that's kind of the important bit. And now we can start descending things a floor or two. Sting, sting to remove that thing. Blast them. Sting again, because we can. And then after that, what? Mold it. It got us back a train steward. You know what? It's free. Might as well. Look, descending retreat does not hurt at us. It does not hurt us really at all, but I will go ahead and do this. Okay, well, I mean... Molded. Dude, you might as well come back as often as you possibly can, huh? Cool. While we're here, though, Sting, Vine Grasp, actually Sting, and then Sting again. And then Vine Grasp this guy, so now he should be out, and then we slap him. And then this guy's taking a bunch of damage, but he's still not dying yet! Emphasis on the word yet. Cool, now you're dead. Yeah, that's good. A brief repose. So, at this point, I'll keep him in the deck, but I don't need him to do anything. Sting, sting, sting. Might as well do this. It's relatively free. It would have been nice if we had the Edge Prior actually out for this next bit, because, like, yeah, we're going to keep the Restoring Retreat in our hand, because it just remembered it has a, you know, reason to exist. And then we're going to let everything else cycle. So how are we doing in terms of stuff in our hand? Well, we found what we needed. Slap her down. Slap that open. Slap it open harder. Much harder. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. Fine grasp him. Then root seed this guy? Dude, we're about to have a wonderful time. Because he's going to split the guy eventually. And when they do, they're going to hit like trucks. And that's kind of the goal. We want to make it so that we can do that every turn now. Consume. Pyre Go is very, very good. Especially because we get so many sting spells. It's great because we effectively get an extra energy every turn, which is an excellent way to make things happen. I love Pyre Go. It's a very strong card. Out of these, Mortal Entrapment can be an exceptionally strong card. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Used properly, it can apply enough daze to creatures that they just straight up lose. It's also attuned, which is very, very potent. Now, we don't make use of Attuned very well in this setting, sadly, but it can do a lot of damage to enemy units, and if made cheap enough, can be, useful too. I think we pass, however. I think we pass. The extra 10 gold could be more useful, in terms of just, like, I don't know, duplicating a card. What would I want to duplicate if I could duplicate anything? If I could dupe a thing. If I could dupe a dupe. Dupe a dupe on the Legion of Wax could be sick, actually. Because, like, watch what happens. Watch what happens. We're going to remove both the dregs. Right? We remove one dreg. This last dreg. So remove one of the train stewards. The maximum creatures I have in my deck now are Bounty Stalker, 1. Edgeprior, 2. Legion of Wax, 3. And Train Steward, 4. Right? Dupe a Legion. We now have 2 Legions of Wax that we could potentially put up on the second floor and start slapping down if we needed to. This could get nasty. Just a whole lot of uber fast, super quick dudes. I would like to go ahead and toss this out there first. Then get you out there. Circle of Life. Might as well. Yeah, might as well. Sting you to death. And then, okay, so this is the one I don't care about too much. We do have the Edgeprior up here, which allows me to cast this for free, more or less, and heal him up, which is important. We're going to need him to be big eventually, so. Let's Pyre go. Vine Grasp to get you to the front. Vine Grasp for damage. Oh, right, it doesn't do anything. This just allows me to draw a card for free, effectively. Oh, this hurts. You know what? You can live another turn. I'm applying Root Seeds regardless, and let's see what happens. Okay, so the good news is, this floor is super toast. The bad news is, Restoration Detonation's in serious trouble right now. Crushing Demise is worth it in this one situation. Because now we can just do a whole bunch of damage to this guy. Okay, there's our Frozen Retreat that we want. Come on down. So that's one of them. I'm going to go ahead and remold the Legion of Wax in this case. Why? Because I can put him up here, do a bunch of extra damage, he'll burn out and come back. We drew another molded. Cute. Restoration Detonation. Molded. We need to get this guy up and running anyway. There's no place to put him, sadly. But we will go ahead and start pumping this guy up. As soon as we can play him, we will. But every floor is filled with wax right now, which is a little spooktacular. Let's get him down here. We can't cast spells here. So any spells that we want to cast, we want to do so upstairs. Absolutely worth. Okay, down here. You are now bigger. Stab, stab, sting, stab, stab, more stabbing. Let's see. Kill him. Continue to Root Seeds the middle one, as much as you possibly can. Out of these, give me this guy with Burnout 2. Because these guys are all about the Burnout, so it's fine. Okay, and we'll see that guy later. Waves remaining, 1. Okay, we need to get rid of this. Slam him down a level, honestly. Come up here. Give him a little tickle. Okay, sting, sting, sting. Get those out of my deck. You might as well power him up. You get bigger, and then, look, everybody on the floor is quick, which has been helpful. Now, if you're giving me the option, the ability to put down another Legion of Wax here, I will take it. We are not losing by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, we're kicking this dude's butt so hard, it's actually incredible. Great news, everybody. We've done it. Like, deck sort of works. The Legions of Wax have shown their true colors. We're at 2,200 sitting out of this. We could probably hit that 30 point mark. Channel Song is a neat idea, but we're going to skip it. We want to remove one more card. And do we want to draw more cards per turn, or do we want more space? Look, if I get one more space per floor, it's not going to help at all. So, more energy. I don't think we need more energy. I think we're okay energy-wise thanks to Pyro. We're going to go for card draw and then hope that we just draw faster through our deck. Do you give me a chance to remove cards? You do. And upgrade creatures? My. What would I want to remove? Look, the last Train Steward has to go. Which leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4. And they all go up, which is great news. And then at that point, what else do I want to remove? Root Seed. Vine Grasp, sorry, is not very helpful for us right now. Get the Pyro Health, which is useless, sadly, but this all works. Edge Pyre could use some HP, man. Reroll. We got Endless. So the Endless part helps. Means you can come back next turn without issue. Purge a card. I do not mind ridding myself of another Vine Grasp. However, it is helping us to get rid of those people in the back line. I think that, honestly, one Molded might be enough. Especially with the number of cards that we're drawing. We don't need two. So let's grab one Molded. And get the Edge Pyre to have a bit more HP. Why not? I think we're good. We've spent enough. Let's see what our Dark Forge can give us right now. So we can get Sweep now, which is pretty sweet, or we can multi-strike 3 times. I think that the Sweep and the Rooted at this point does a great deal of help, because now we're doing 50 damage across the entire floor. However, doing 75 damage to the front person is quite a lot of damage. And works very well with Root Seeds. Making this guy well, still not our premier one, actually. I think that the Sweep, therefore, makes its case very, very clearly. So if we had gone for the Triple Strike, it would have been tempting to give the Root Seeds to them. It's still better to put it onto the Wax, onto our Wax Legions, because they benefit from it, and then so do all of their friends. This kills the whole floor. Excellent news. I'm gonna Pyro go. We're gonna do this. Sting. Might as well, I don't know, cycle this guy to the front. It does not matter. And then I will actually go ahead and start pumping up these guys here as much as I possibly can. We don't need to reform. We don't need to do any crushing demise. And the turn. So that Hoyt. The good news is a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We can live through a lot of this. Keep bumping. Keep blasting. Yee. Alright, and we don't need to crushing demise or anything. Excellent news. Okay, we're gonna go back up here. Bring down a friend. Oh. Just make that guy big. Sting, 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 because we can. Root Seeds, Root Seeds, Root Seeds. This is a bit weird. Not sure if anybody's noticed, but they're all still living? 2 out of 3 chance this backstabs us. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, so we lost our champ. Sadness. But, you want to know what we can do? Bring him back. Bring him upstairs. Ah, we don't have the room. We're going to have to go there. We're going to have to make him as large as we possibly can, sadly. Might as well get Restoring Retreat on him, then. Cool, well that's depressing. Okay, we need to mold. Get our man back. Cool. Keep root seeding this guy as hard as you can. Make this guy in front as tanky as you possibly can. And this guy here is honestly just going to tank it as best as he possibly can. kind of need to do this. So, if we sting to an incredible nth degree, that might help. It'll actually do something up here, so it's actually worth something. I'll do it then. Vine Grasp, again, isn't going to hurt too much, but we're going to kill him, and then we can mold him back next turn if need be. In the meantime, keep buffing this dude, and every time we get the chance to put a spike thingy on him, we should. Cool. They're still rooted in place. And are you dead? You are dead. Excellent news. Don't mind if I do this. We might as well do that. And just for laughs, bring back my wild turn again. Or wild intent. Bring him back. There we go. I will sting you till the end of time. That does not bother me. The only creature that doesn't fit right now... Oh my gosh, get absolutely ripped and torn. The only creature that does not fit right now is our very poor little dude. Let's see, Bramble Ash is a cute idea. Now, especially that we have spikes turn 1 every time. Now, it is worth mentioning that Sting coming once a turn means that our deck is going to get a lot thinner, a lot faster. Bramble Ash starts by doing 30 damage, then 60 damage, then 90 damage every time it comes out. I think that we can pick that up and be happy with giving it holdover or something if we can find it. If not, I mean, we're drawing pretty much every turn anyway, so I'm not all that worried about it. Do I go down the right side? I mean, yeah, I think I do. We haven't upgraded any of our spells, really, and we don't even need to duplicate yet. So, let's see what we can manage to find. Permafrost. Look, it works best on Crush Enemies. It really does. Upgrade with 10 magic power, nothing really helps here. Upgrade the spell to cost 1 less. Cycle of Life. Without a doubt. Reroll, see what we can find. Double stack, you say? You know, Bramble Ash costing 1 less is alright. And having it deal at least 10 damage is not a terrible decision either. But, I think I'd rather take a look at those artifacts and see if anything immediately pops up. Huh. Anything else? Oh. And Spike 6. You know, you suddenly became extremely useful, my friend. Now, what do I duplicate? We have 4 creatures in the deck. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We could put down a... If only we had removed the Bounty Stalker. It's not good, sadly. But, we do have the ability to put down a second Cycle of Life. Interesting. I think a second Restoring Retreat proves to be a very interesting bit as well, because that allows us to really tank up as hard as we possibly can. Yeah, okay, let's see what we can do with this. Seraph the Diligent? Look, more like Seraph the Hungry Hippo. Eating the first spell I play each turn. Well, guess what? I've got Sting first thing each turn. So, suck it. Look at that. Sting's gone. What a shame. Okay. Not a bad way to start. See, they're all rooted, you understand. This does several things for us. Namely, we can kill, man, this one. We can put down a Cycle of Life, which allows us to now Bramble Ash for lethal amounts of damage. Yep, that works. Although, what did I just lose? Okay, I played Pyro, so that's not a big deal, and I lost a Vine Grasp. Not a big deal. But you gotta remember, the first spell you play each turn is gone. How dare you. Sting. Okay. We have to do that, sadly. Now, the good news is we can just do this. One's dead. Next, we can do this. That's pretty good. We can continue to Root Seeds this one. Sting with that. And you know what? Get this boy downstairs. It's time. I have a full hand. Well, well, well. So long, Crushing Demise. Okay, we got to keep our Sting. That's a thing, at least. We absolutely want to put this down. We absolutely want a Restoration Detonation while it's good. And we absolutely want a Restoring Retreat somebody here. Like, it doesn't really matter. Now that everybody's rooted on this first floor, it's not actually a big deal. Sting first to get rid of it. Then, Restoration Detonation. Remove the Vengeful Shard. Then, Root Seeds this front guy as much as you possibly can. Bramble Ash. And heal him back up to full. Why not? Shane Boss cannot take damage, huh? Sting. Whack. Whack. Might as well get rid of that while we're here. Okay. If it weren't for the importance of this, to continue to get the spikes up, so that we could Bramble Ash, you know, ad nauseum. Like, that's the big win, really. Why can't you just be normal and summon yourself on the bottom floor, you douche? Okay. Okay, we have to do this, because it's just way too good not to. We have to do this, because it's free, and it's way too good not to. And then we can heal... I know this guy in front. Might as well root seeds this guy, too. Okay, cool. Final wave. Sting. It's gone. Sting. It's fine. Okay, Bramble Ash. Add more spikes. Restoration Detonation. Friendly Retreat. Look, he's dead. He's very, very dead. But... you know, we killed him on the third bottom floor. We should just breach the 40,000 point mark, and that's okay by me. 43,000! Okay, it's a little bit more than just breach it. That's like confidently we made it past 40,000. That's a good place to be. Did we need Lightstone casing? No. Not really. So, let's see how we did in terms of our placement. Yeah, 146. That makes sense. So this was an easy one to win, a difficult one to do stupidly well in, because we ended up losing that one fight pretty badly. So let's see what they went for the Wild Intent. They ended up going for Incant. And you know what? In hindsight, yeah, with Thorn Fruit, perfectly fine. Absolutely fine thing to do. So you have Incant, you have the Multi-Strike, you got Quick, Enchant Quick with everybody else. Dude, that's solid. Bounty Stalker. See, that's pretty good. Edge Prior, Paraffin Thug, a couple forms of regeneration. They had less Legion of Wax. They had Steel Enhancer to really help with things. Absolutely, makes good sense. Crushing Demise on Holdover. It's a good card. Molded Root Seeds, Restoring Retreat. Look, you know when we took just a bunch of damage on our end, they did not. They also killed Seraph within 6 turns. Easily. By contrast, despite having done well, and I'm going to go ahead and pat on the chest, not bad. We did have a second turn kill here instead of a third turn kill. We took a bunch of damage on Daedalus where we should not have if we were playing smart. And then from there, we had an easy time. From there, we did okay. But if we had done better against Daedalus, and if we had not had our bad second round, we would have done better overall. Not a bad deck either. I'm going to go ahead and give my... again, pat on the back. We managed to make it work. The Bounty Stalker, we never found the real trick, and we should have realized that it would have done badly with the one modifier where he cost 3 to cast every turn because we never had a chance to cast him again. We should have been happy with keeping him dead. Endless would have been perfect on a different run, not this run. Edge Prior did fine, allowed us to cast a lot of our healing spells for free very easily. And then the double Legion of Wax. The double massive Legion of Wax definitely carried us throughout the rest of the game. Like, they hit like trucks. They didn't die on their floor. Once we got the deck down to a sizable number of creatures, if we had not had the Bounty Stalker, by the way, I would have easily doubled for a third Legion of Wax. That's how strong they were. But we had a good deck. I am not upset with how we did, really. It's just Daedalus. If we had done better on Daedalus, I would have been a happier man. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you folks enjoy yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Subscribe, like, dislike. See you folks next time. It's been a blast.